Oh, Philippines, your story is so amazing. I know you said that you're a miracle baby. I was wondering if you could talk to us more about that.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Stephanie, and to the Miss World for this opportunity to talk about ourselves and about who we are. And most of my friends know that I consider myself as a miracle baby. And it all started with my mom. When she was about 18 years old, she got into this horrible accident. And she was in a cab where it was squished by a bus back in my country. And she was in the operating table for the longest time. And she even died for a few minutes. And back then, the hospital care was not so good, but luckily, she was able to survive. She was revived. And the catch was, she was told that she would only live up until 30 years old and that it would be impossible for her to get pregnant and to bear a child. But with God's grace, my mom got pregnant at 33 years old, 3 years after her supposed life expectancy. And I was also a premature baby. I was only 6 months, and luckily my lungs were already fully developed, and that is how I was able to survive. So basically, my life is just a living proof that miracles do happen, and I am here to commit myself to help people see the little miracles in their lives too, because if we learn to look closely, we would understand that life is beautiful. Despite all the challenges, we can move forward and we can have a bright tomorrow.
Well, we're so blessed that purpose is a real and very tangible thing, because if your mother hadn't continued to persevere, we wouldn't have you with us today. So thank you for that story, Philippines. And I just hope that that speaks to the rest of the world about the fact that, nothing can stand in the way of purpose. Thank you.
Philippines, as she wears the designs of Pablo Mendez III.
Una de las cosas que más me gusta de los diseñadores filipinos son las mangas. Tienen una manga de mariposa muy clásica, pero esto es algo nuevo, es como reinventar esta manga.
Definitivamente lo veo como alas de un
ángel.
And now, Philippines.
Para kay nanay, for my mother, a single mother's journey to love. That is my Beauty with a Purpose project, and it's dedicated to my late mother and to all the single mothers in my community. Being a mother is the most important job, it's the most important role, yet oftentimes they are neglected. We fight so much, we talk so much about women empowerment, so why don't we start with empowering our mothers? Most especially those who go through so much difficulties having to raise their families all on their own. Here in Miss World, we are given the chance to fight for causes, to open up meaningful conversations about problems that are otherwise neglected. And here I am, hoping to bring light and to spark a change, positive changes in the lives of single mothers. Back in my community in Cordova, Cebu, there are 2,000 single mothers. So imagine how much more there are in the rest of the world. But they're not given the support, they're not given the help that they need. With my project, we give them a safe space, a community for them to feel loved, to feel that they are heard, that they are understood. More importantly, we give them continuous BPO and computer trainings that they can use to equip them with skills to land better opportunities out there, especially amidst the pandemic. It gives them hope that they can still go out there and learn new things and build a good life for their families, because that is what I want for them, that is what they deserve, and that is what I would have wanted for my mom too if she was still here. That is my commitment, and that is my dream. Thank you.
And now, as per the jingle that we're hearing, it's time for Miss Philippines.
Bienvenido a Puerto Rico. Soy Tracy, enamorada de este país caribeño. Welcome to Puerto Rico. This is Tracy, and I fell in love with Puerto Rico the moment I stepped foot in this Caribbean island. So the very first time I landed here, it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I was looking for my luggages because I have 10 from the Philippines. I didn't know anyone. I didn't know who to contact or how to contact anyone. And lo and behold, this Puerto Ricana looked at me, smiled at me, approached me and said, "Hello, where are you from? Do you need anything? Do you need internet? Because I have some that I can share with you." And I was blown away. See, the best places in the world don't really need the most amazing and the most beautiful sceneries. They just have to have the best people. But you know what? Puerto Rico just happens to have both. From the white sand beaches, the abundant rainforests, the culture, the food, and the people. Puerto Rico has it all. It took me 40 hours to get here, but it was the best 40 hours of my life, and I will do it all over again just to be here. Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Next. Between Philippines and Mexico, our winner is Philippines.